That's gorgeous.
Here is something that I did in Merritt. You see that?
Beautified, dude. It's gorgeous.
They want to reconstitute something of what they had.
Yes.
And there is again a depiction of this effort of
Two suns.
universal effort coming back into the consciousness of these Mayans. And here's the sun and the moon, and this is this energy vortex depicting in symbolic form that effort. And, relating here to a pyramid, and out of that old knowledge, here are the roots. And here's the new growing, you see. I hadn't seen it. This is the man, the man of art education.
Oh, yeah?
That some of us studied with. And he was very far advanced in understanding, in scientific terms, that which is inherent in every human being that allows for an artistic activity, a form of cognition that is unique from all others. Many other aspects of art, that we can appreciate, but there's a background there that you can, in children or laymen or non-artists, that which is in there. It's wonderful. I think that's what I needed. That doesn't happen mostly in the morning. So then that book was one that he never finished.
This one?
But all the data was there.
Oh.
And then my friends, and I recently spoke with one of them that I hadn't seen outside of the classroom for 40 years. And he was the principal one that helped the widow of Henry Schaefer Simard edit. Very, very wonderful that it was a follow-up here. So it's inspiring to me to know that has been work, because now one of my friends said he's never going to finish it. He's going to die before he finishes. And the Lord,
So excited, just a little.
I'm having coffee. Would you like a little
No,
coffee?
I just had my coffee. You can have it.
Well, here's what was upside down before us. You spontaneously and full of inspiration jumped in when you heard me telling about this form. Color drawings in oil pastel principally. And this is represents, in pictorial terms, called getting a kink out. And so I'm playing with this idea of Roy G. Biv, which is the rainbow colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv. And this is Roy G. Biv, or humanity coming up here. Up into the hierarchy of the heavens. And out of the flames of our little local, the mucking around down here for the millionth time. And here are the 7 light streams, identified by Henry Colton, my teacher, on to Whitney, where a new polarity is being built. This, once again, it shows this energy of the light streams coming down, and this great movement that comes out of the movement up in the heavens, the new archetypes. And this archetypal energy rebuilds polarities on the planet, and it's helped with the consciousness of humanity also. And this is Sawtooth once again, and this is a free pictorial delineation of an energy field and a constancy that's being built. And to me, it's the most fascinating thing, because I feel I'm living this. And but once again, this one, don't have my eyesight right now or my glasses, but this one is one of those which are missing in the original. I just happen to have some reproductions. And here, I believe I'll be able to show you more. Yes, 2 more. Both of which in the original are missing, so far as I can now tell. And that is The same, once again, this same energy, this building, and my pleasure is to put it into pictorial terms. So this is like the prism of this energy coming through into the world, coming through to us. And it's a rebuilding, a new energy coming into the Western world, which reflects that which has been happening. And this one is part of a study that also resulted in the big stone 2012 resurrection down in Merritt, Yucatan. And the Mayans are attempting to revive, and they stay with those thoughts of what they did know, such as finding the galactic center of the Milky Way. This represents the regeneration, and this is a symbol. The T is also a tree in their way of depicting a language and symbol. And here's the feminine related to the moon, rising up again, coming out of this broken thing. And then here's the male in this case with the solar energy, worshiping the sun, which is very Mayan. And then once again, this is use this as a depiction of the heaven worlds. So that one's a very valuable one to me, and has been kind of put out and about because of this 2012 interest that there is. And it's out front now. You can get the real thing out there. Symbols, universal symbols, Mayan symbols. Jesus beside the Father. Here's Mayan symbols and universal symbols. And once again, the regeneration. And then the new beings coming out. So these kinds of things, the reason I would like to just show some of what I've retained here, and there's a lot that I have retained, is a tremendously important spiritual experience. Mr. Cameraman is my work of my old age for sure. I hope I do some more, but I've been given the assignment by the Andrew Colton Foundation of Missions in Glendale, which is my home place spiritually, to place a depiction of Joseph to introduce baby Jesus into it. So we're doing a father and son work, and in the final placement, they will be a tree there in front. There's a circle, some little seats around, and a sidewalk leading across the plaza, and over there, reaching out. And then back of me, the third place is Jesus, larger than life-size bronze, also making a gesture. So they're within sight of each other. And that was, of course, my inspiration to give this not only the movement, but the idea of ready to go type thing of baby Jesus, and also opening up his arms as babies do to someone approaching. I'm not unacquainted with the FBI. The FBI examined this interesting things here when the nephew of President Nixon arrived in a very playful mode and having a wonderful time having discovered this bunch of people up here.
You mean Three Rivers itself?
Yes, the Wessex has to do with the coming together in the cosmos of astrologically of the spirit of Buddha and the spirit of Jesus. So it's a time of blending. And it's an old thing. I don't know if it's Tibetan or what it is. But We're smoking grass. And they came here and really examined us down to the gnat's eyelash. And I'm just fascinated to know if that's still on record any place.
Talking about 72?
Around in 70,
70?
71. So I saw evidence of the FBI once, personally, disappeared.
Yeah, well.
And this is what I experienced. Whether that's apropos that I bring it up now, I do not know, but I have a feeling it is. There was something going on here at the time that had a lot of power in it. And it's here, incipiently. So I just want to say hello to the FBI and ask them to please examine what it is we're presenting.
So your grandparents lived out here?
Oh no, they just came up in a little cabin that they had because they owned a section, a short section of the hillside here, and all of this was part of it also.
Huh.
Yeah, all along here. And then my dad, when they settled out after his parents had died, he took a little piece up there, and the brothers took other pieces. It's very simple, my way. To get away from meandering. It's all pretty meandering. Anymore. My hammer hand of 60 years, and I didn't know it was going to do that. Doesn't hurt.
I don't hear it though. It's pretty amazing. I don't notice it. Does it hurt when you play?
Well, no, it's just that it's not agile.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for playing. I'm so glad. That was fantastic. How beautiful was that? I love it.
Awesome.
I love to hear a piano.
Played really well for.
It's pretty rocky.
No, it's pretty rocky. It sounds pretty good.
Did you make that up, or was that something that?
Yeah, no, it just comes through, you know.
Boy, your little magical, the bamboo garden, the sanctuary.
What about what?
The bamboo sanctuary up front. It's okay. Up front.
Yeah.
In the front of your property, the little bamboo sanctuary.
Oh, this has a title. It's called Overcoming Turgidity.
Turgidity?
The turgidity that I was studying about, and also noticing in Merritt and in their effort to recover. The Mayans are trying to do something that's impossible, you know.
Oh, those are beautiful.
And it's a energy vortex. And so here's the sun and the moon, and here it is around this this area, and here is the focus coming out of God. This is God, the Mayan symbols. And it's all joining in to bring energy through mind, as that is over there. And here is the new coming out of it. You see the roots are coming right out of one of the pyramids. And so
We're over this way. Ha 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 ha.
Yay!
All right.
Oh, you know that I actually, long time ago, with the owner of the Gateway, we used to go up there and play this piano. It was this Bechstein piano that it would sort of felt like it took over, you know, it had a life of its own. To sing and play at the bar.
Nice.
I think twice a week. And I was doing the restaurant here at the time, but I had all that energy, so I went up there. And played and sang like one of the, well, there was, you know, popular like show tune music, or like Cole Porter, or what they call the American Songbook.
Uh-huh.
And then this Jacques Brel. You know him?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Well,
Just saw him on TV
I
last night.
sang those things and played them. And I remember this one is, let's see, what is it called? The Desperate One.
Uh-huh.
And I love to do that song. And I did most of these here, up there. And then I would improvise. I was just starting to get into improvisation.
That must have been something over there.
That was
Nice.
quite an amazing little chapter.
I bet.
I did it for two seasons.
Wow.
I guess they were summer seasons, yeah. This is Mallorca, where I drew my experiences, and the experiences were often old people, and it's just an attempt to give that into the form of a drawing.
And what did you draw it with, you said?
Oh, a felt tip pen.
Tip pen.
Yeah, I did a lot of them. And
It looks like charcoal. I thought it was charcoal when I first saw it.
thought it was what?
Charcoal.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so
Mhm.
intense.
Right, it does look like- I've got, I want to put out, as long as you're doing that, I want to put out one of besides the sheep, there were the old shepherdesses.
Yeah, I like that. I want to
The,
shoot that
the
one.
old shepherdesses.
Can you shoot this one?
And we talked would, she would be out there herding the sheep, and she had some kind of like a cry, a call. And I've got,
What did it sound like? Do you remember? Make you do it.
I don't know exactly. I guess I don't remember. But darn it, I'm gonna find another one I have in mind particularly. There's one of the old ladies.
Yeah, it's sweet
Potatoes,
too.
I think. And I'm going to find that there's another sheet. Now here I'm getting into the, like here. Here's one. Doesn't show the old ladies, but there were these, I think they were like tank houses.
Uh-huh.
And we lived in the countryside, the three of us, and did our work there. And so it's got a mood to it, I would say.
I want to shoot that one too.